everyone! Before we get into today's audio, I want to remind you all to like and subscribe. It really helps me push me on the algorithm and it motivates me to keep going. If you'd like to support me in other ways, I intend to open a channel membership sometime in August, but until then, and even after then if you'd like, you can subscribe to my Twitch. I recently hit partner and I want to continue to grow, so if you like my voice, even just by itself, consider swinging by. Anyway, enjoy the audio.
Hey, I am so sorry to just randomly call you in the middle of a work day, but I really need your help trying to fix my refrigerator. It has stopped really producing the cold air that's needed to keep things, I suppose, fresh. And I tried to fix it myself and I tried to call a mechanic, and the mechanic gave me an estimate of maybe around like sometime next week. And I have a birthday cake in there for my sister, one that will, in fact, go bad unless I put it in the refrigerator. So I really do appreciate you coming out. Well, it's, I guess you could say, components to a cake. It's not the cake itself, it's like the frosting and other things. I've been experimenting with ways to preserve things like fresh frosting and fruit for a bit in my laboratory. You know, that's kind of my job, make preservatives that actually function and won't kill the human body. But, you know, I wanted to get a head start on doing those things and also test out new products I'm making. I super, super, super appreciate you coming. I know you probably had to tell your boss that you can't be here for the rest of the day, and I know how stressful that can be. So, genuinely, thank you. Do you want anything to drink while you try to fix the fridge? I have some lemonade, water. I might have some like room temperature Dr. Pepper on the front porch. Okay, yeah. Uh, I suppose I could put some tea on. I only really have lavender. Is that okay? Mm, 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 mm. Alrighty then. Yeah, I took the vast majority of the food out of the fridge. I only really left the super, super duper heavy stuff. You know, large bowls, trays, things like that. I think the freezer component to the fridge is still working fine. It was like when I checked 5 minutes before you arrived. I would have probably included the freezer isn't working too with my voice message, but it seems the freezer's okay. Well, I can't put the frosting in the freezer. It'll mess up the preservative I'm making. It reacts really negatively to cold, especially cold for long durations of time. I tried it with an earlier batch and the frosting became unbearably bitter. And the fruit, well, the fruit kind of lacked any taste whatsoever, and that's not what we want. Yeah, I do, in fact, care about my job. My parents were always kind of hesitant when they learned that I was going to go into a field like this because they worried I was doing bad for the world, but I think I'm doing pretty okay. I don't think we've ever really had a conversation. Like, really had a conversation. You've been married to my sister for what? 3, 4 years? I maybe only say hi to you whenever there's a family gathering or something like that. Birthdays, Christmases, maybe a couple Halloweens whenever you guys came over to my neighborhood because it was just generally safer. Yeah, I stopped going to Thanksgivings a while ago. Our great Uncle Ted makes me incredibly uncomfortable. I'd rather just not. Well, then you haven't actually experienced Uncle Ted when he's drunk. He's like a totally different person. Asks very inappropriate questions. Or perhaps it's just you don't see that side because, well, maybe Uncle Ted likes you. It's always hard to tell with that man. He makes a mean bowl of mashed potatoes, though. Anyway, do you maybe see what's wrong? Your tea's almost ready. There's something blocking it? That's odd. I haven't put anything back there. Yeah. No, I wouldn't do that. I know where the cold air is coming from, and I know not to put anything directly in front of it or around it. It's pink, you say? Would you like me to remove the shelf so you can, like, really get in there and figure out what's wrong? Yeah, hold on. It's just these clips on the side. It's a really quick shift. I don't think I can remove the ones on the back, but I hope that's okay. It's what? It's chewing gum. Well, I don't chew gum. It's bad for my teeth. Oh, interesting. Several pieces chewed across a long span of time, mushed together. How intriguing. No, I really have no idea. I've been so busy. I don't really check things like that. I just kind of assumed that maybe the battery was dead or something. I don't exactly know how fridges are built. Maybe you need to get a little closer. Really bend down to get it out. Yeah, like that. Thank you again so much for coming out here to do this. I know it's kind of out of your way, but I really appreciate it. I appreciate it so much, in fact, that, well, I would love if you'd stay longer. Let me treat you to dinner. No, 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 no. I insist. Well, if you're gonna be so stubborn about it, I suppose you leave me no other choice. Yeah, sorry about that. Kind of an awkward place to insert a sedative. I normally prefer the oral route, but your face is kind of in my refrigerator right now. And I suppose it was just my luck that you were wearing shorts. Yeah, I made this myself. I know you're a little woozy and don't fully understand all the words that are coming out of my mouth, but that's okay. You don't need to. It just means the sedative is working. You should be out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, just like a light. Though getting you out of that refrigerator will be rather difficult. Guess I'm gonna have to drag you by your feet. Maybe I should have thought this through better. Good morning, sunshine. How you feeling? Other than a little woozy. Just kind of expected after the sedative I gave you. Hmm. Well, that wasn't intended. I'm sorry that your foot hurts. But you kind of did leave me no choice. You weren't exactly in the best position. But I suppose that was also my fault. If I wanted to kidnap you, I suppose I could have used a different excuse than, my refrigerator's broken, please come fix it. But I didn't know how else to get you to pay attention to me. I know you know I work with preservatives, and freezers and fridges and all those other different things are kind of large portions of my job, my income, and I know that you specifically really hate when family from my sister's side or your side come and ask you for money or support. You wanted to prevent that from happening. It makes sense. Oh, I know about that because, well, to keep it simple, I saw it. My sister is not the most intelligent person. She let me install cameras in your home. I explained to her that it was safety just so I can make sure that my baby sister is okay, but you know how this plays out. She was terrified when she married you. She didn't know what to think or to feel, so I offered her the chance for me to install cameras in your home as a extra way to support her. And she didn't say no. Would have been strange if she had said no. I would have had to reshape my entire plan. But I'm rather glad that you're here. It's quite embarrassing to say it out loud, but I love you. I always have. I knew about you before my sister started dating you. I wanted you to fall for me, not her. We are remarkably similar with how we look, so I thought that there was a chance that you would leave her for me, but you never did. It made being patient for me to do this incredibly difficult. It was around the time that you guys had been dating for around 3 months that I decided that I needed to make you mine no matter what it took, because you clearly weren't going to leave my sister. She doesn't appreciate you like I appreciate you. She never could. Honestly, I feel like she's kind of taken advantage of you to a certain extent. Even my mother and my father believe that you and I would make more sense together than you and her. My sister's always been a bit childish, but I suppose that kind of makes sense. She is the youngest, and I the oldest. Only by 4 years, so it's not a significant amount of time, but enough that I ponder it. You and I are around the same age. And while 4 years may not seem like a significant amount of time when you're an adult, when you're in your 20s or 30s, 4 years seems like a blip in the radar, but I don't know. In my mind, you and I just made more sense, and I'm not the only one who thinks that. When I told my parents I wanted to kidnap you and make you for myself, they were rather supportive. You kind of have been overly coddling my sister to the point that she really can't take care of herself. She hasn't had a job in what, 5, 6 years? And before you say that she doesn't need to, she does. You make a large income, but still, neither of you want kids together. Primarily because I don't think that she would be proper to, produce offspring with. She has some genes that I lack that make producing offspring with her a little less appealing. Well, I only brought it up because I kind of assumed that, her being her is the reason you don't want children. Am I correct? Your silence is enough for me, hon. I know when somebody just likes somebody because they think that they're cute or endearing, or you have a drive to take care of somebody. Honestly, she herself acts like a child. Would make sense that you wouldn't want to create children with her. But I am much more put together than she ever has been. I have a master's degree. I have a very well-paying job, significantly more money than you make. I know all of your favorite things, all your favorite meals, all your favorite clothes, all your favorite shows, movies, games, all of it. I bet my sister couldn't even tell you your favorite color. Because my sister doesn't listen. She's never listened. Head always in the clouds. More concerned about herself than anybody else. It's inherently one of her biggest character flaws. She's selfish. And perhaps I am rather selfish for doing this myself. Perhaps I'm selfish for kidnapping you and strapping you to my bed with rope and zip ties. Perhaps I'm the bad guy after all. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that, well, I love you. When was the last time anyone ever told you that? That's kind of what I thought. I'm sorry. I care about you. I don't plan on ever changing that. So, I'm gonna offer you a proposal. Live with me. Get to know me more. Eventually fall in love with me, start a family, all that stuff, and you don't need to worry about anything ever again. You won't need to worry about my sister doing things that anger you. Her insistence on being the one to decide what you guys have for dinner every night. Her insistence on covering your bed in stuffed animals to the point that you barely have any space. There are so many things. I would never do that to you. Still loyal to her, I see. It's expected. She is your wife, after all. But what if I told you that I removed the problem? What would you do then? Well, what do you think by removing the problem? What do you think I meant by that? Your face is so funny. You went through like 4 different emotions at once. Fear, disgust, anger, and perhaps a little bit of relief. Yes. I did dispose of her. And I did so properly. I'm not untrained. I know how to dispose of people properly. They'll never find her body. Nobody will go looking for her. My parents have long wanted her gone. Yes, you'll still be married in the eyes of the state, but not if we file a missing persons report and she's never found. Then I feel like you'd be on the grounds to remarry within a couple of years without looking very suspicious. Two people falling in love over the tragic loss of a shared family member. The grieving husband, devoted and loving to his wife until the very end. And the devastated older sister, grieving over her baby sister, as if she had just lost her best friend. It's kind of funny. It feels like a book I read one time. Or two people that really didn't like somebody just got rid of them for the lulz and they just ended up falling in love over it. So, what do you think? That's what I thought. You have no idea how happy that makes me. To know that you're actually willing to go along with this. That there's just a hint of interest for me inside your heart. If not interest for me, then at least interest in getting rid of my sister, which can be something we can bond over. If you really wanted her gone that bad, then I guess I could be considered your savior. Your hero of sorts. I love you. And that'll never, ever, ever change.